Hey guys, Majunga Productions here, and welcome back, at last, to a new collection update video. Now, it's been a while since the last one, but I'm gonna try and make this like an annual, autumn thing. So, collection updates, expect them to come out around this time of year. But anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Just like last time, I want to start off with the new shelf. Now, the new shelf has had a few new additions since the last video, like down here, has become pretty much my supply zone with colored pencils for drawing and other tripods for filming and such. But anyway, let's get on to the dinos. Moving up, the Taurosauruses are still here, all three of them. They just chill here looking pretty cool. Nothing much since last time. But these guys are new. This layer right here still has a lot of figures to be added to it. Currently it's just Concavenator having a showdown with Caprasuchus. Sorry about my voice, I'm I'm waiting for my voice to recover. Yeah, I wanted to record a video because, I've been making stuff for 2 weeks now. Jackapil video is still in the works, but I decided let me just get the collection update video just out for you guys. Moving up here, this is one of my favorite layers. We've got the Eviceratops from BOTM. The brand new Collecte Polacanthus, which I love this figure so much. It's so pretty, and it is very accurate to the material we have on Polacanthus. Right behind it, we have the Trosiraptor crate from Dominion, and the classic Velociraptor crate from Jurassic Park 1, with a little Zuniceratops poking his head out. There's some rock and plants, kind of touches up the scene. Up here we have the Collecte Styracosaurus, another Collecte figure. And we have this, for the series it's going to be Cineraptor. But I saw this guy reviewed on Andy's Dinosaur Reviews a while back, and I thought he was pretty cool, so I decided to pick him up. Although I got a hairdryer his legs a little bit more so they stop warping. As you can see, he's attacking the BOTM Albertoceratops. And there's my second Aviceratops just chilling on the side. Moving up to the top, we've got a pretty different scene. We've got the Daspletosaurus, my repaint, attacking the BOTM Pentaceratops. Both of these figures absolutely spectacular. I love the way they look. But yeah, this Daspletosaurus repaint, if you want to go check out the video, it was a little while back, and the colors are inspired off one of the Kyoto T-Rexes. And over here we have my BOTM Zuniceratops, not Xenoceratops. It's easy to get the two confused, they got very similar sounding names. Miragaia, and my repainted Amargasaur, which is my first ever repaint. That Amargasaur right there. And started off what would become a long chain of repaints, like that one. And finally, here we are on the original shelf. Though going down here, we've got some more supplies and other stuff for painting. And we'll start off on this side with the, with BOTM Cosmoceratops. That's the Casmosaur. I woke up before recording this. Just so I could get the best lighting into this room for the video. But yeah, BOTM Cosmoceratops, which is actually my second ceratopsian figure I ever got. The Casmosaur from Kenner Jurassic Park, which is, in my opinion, one of their best ceratopsians ever made for the line. Next to the original Kenner series, Triceratops. Here we have my repaint of the Mattel Nigersaurus, and my 2 complete Kenner Stegos just chilling. And here we got the Geniodectes for Iotum or Ceratosaurus from Mattel. And my little repaint of the Schleich Tachosaurus. And here's one of Mattel's best ceratopsians in my opinion, the Nasutoceratops. I love this figure. I love its little buttons, makes its head go up and down, pretty cool. And next to it is the similar sized Regaliceratops from BOTM. And finally, I think this guy's new, or since the last video, the absolutely stunning Hammond Collection Ankylosaurus. This was the first Hammond Collection figure I got, and boy is it such a good figure. I absolutely adore this thing. It's so good. And I'm excited to see what other herbivores come from the Hammond Collection. I think they're making Stygimoloch. And I know they also have the Therizinosaurus out. Moving up here, we have a few more dinosaurs. Well, of course we have a few more dinosaurs. This Dinosaur Collection. Here we have the repaint Gigantspinosaurus that I did a while back. This is the Mattel one. Kind of hard to see it here, but I also did a video on this guy, so if you want to see more of this one, check that out. Here we have this adorable little ankylosaurid figure I found at the store. And the little array of spikes on his shoulders reminded me of the Spicomelus fossil, so that's what he's gonna be. He's a Spicomelus. The Monolophosaurus from Schleich. I actually found this guy at the store as well, and I wasn't actually expecting to like this figure when I first saw the online pictures, but seeing it in person, I really loved its like jungle colors. So that would compel me to finally get it, and I really like him. It's really cool. We have my repaint, the female Ornitholestes repaint for Iotum. Here we have a little guy. This is from, whatchamacallit, Chat May. This is their baby Dilo that I've customized it to look like an Eoraptor. And he's pretty cool. Here we have my, I think this is the first Metricanthrosaurus? Yeah, this is the first one. This is Slice from Iotum Season 1. The Mattel Metri. Here we have the juvenile T-Rex, which is the grab and go green Rex from Rebor. That's a sentence. And I don't remember what this figure is originally supposed to be, but also for my series, this one is, whatchamacallit, Tenontosaurus. And I love this figure's just red throat pouch. It's really, really cool. Here's my second Metri, Min-Me from Collect Day. Chat May, this is the male Parasaur, and here's the Packies, which I think I told you they had names, but if not, this is Patchy, Patch, and Patty. Those are their names. Moving up onto this layer, which I gotta talk to you about this layer for a second. I forgot to include this layer last year, and I'm so mad because I was editing the video. And only after posting that I realized I think I accidentally lost the footage for this segment showing this layer. But here it is now. We've got the absolutely glorious Polacanthus from Walking with Dinosaurs. My voice is going. And we have the new Blue Oviraptor from Papo, which is a pretty cool repaint they did. I like it. It works well as like a male Oviraptor counterpart to their original one. We got the Papa Cryo. We got these two little goblins, Nature and Science, Leonel Sora, which are Hypsilophodon in the show. This Ornitholestes, one of 3 Ornitholestes I have, which you saw the other one earlier, but this is one of the males. He's chowing down on a little lizard. Got the Chat May Supermimus, which is Irritator in the show. He's eating a fish. Beautiful Itoy Ceratosaurus. Such a good Cerato figure. I love it. Here we have the Guanlong, one of my Guanlongs. This is the female Guanlong. And Kind of sad that this Guanlong is now retired. You can't get this figure anymore. But below it are my little repaints of, well, so I got the pack of Jackapills, and what came with the Jackapills were actually another 3 set of Microceratus. And I painted them up to look like the Cayman lizard. That's right. So yeah, they're painted to look like the Cayman lizard, and these little Jackapills are painted to look like the Walking with Dinosaurs Othnielia. Behind them we have the huge Lost World Parasaurolophus. Still, in my opinion, the best Parasaurolophus from the entire Jurassic Park toy line, world included. I just love the look of this figure. I believe it's actually scanned off the actual maquette, so it's completely accurate to the film. Here we have my series like dwarf Strachosaurus species. We have the male and the 2 females. Males from Favorite Co, and the females are from Papo. And beautiful Bistahevosaur. Sorry about my chair, it's old. But yeah, here's the BOTM Bistahevosaur. I love the colors on this figure. The black and orange just really stand out. And last year, this is where this Green Rex sat. But kind of moved the Green Rex down here and put this Tyrannosaur up here. And he's facing off against the Diabloceratops, which is protecting her 3 little goblin babies. And apparently this nest. Maybe it could be like, this is the Bistahevosaur's nest and the Diabloceratops has gotten too close. I don't know. It's cool though, and I put little plants behind it, kind of give it like a background. Next to them we have the Draco Rex from Safari Ltd. Another classic Safari figure. And the beautiful Unanlegia for the show. It looks like a flamingo. We have my second Minmi. One thing you'll notice about my Minmi is that this one has an orange head, but I repainted this one to have a dull head. This one will be the female, and this one will be the male. Moving up, still sorry about my chair, but moving up we have the Mattel Suchomimus. I still love this figure to bits. Such a good Suchomimus from Mattel. And I saw they were making a new one, which also looks really cool. Every Suchomimus Mattel has made, they've absolutely cooked. Here we have the lovely Kinner Allosaurus, which is my favorite version of the Allosaurus from the original Jurassic Park lines. And here's the one that's supposed to be its baby, but this is the Schleich Allosaurus, which is like version 3 that they did. Next to that is random Trinosaur Pachycephalosaur, which I've turned into be like Stegosaurus. So yeah, there's Stegosaurus. You may remember it from the Isle of the Mesozoic Opportunity special. And finally, the massive Papobrachiosaurus, which in this scale that I collect is like 1/18, makes a good Europasaurus. Moving up, we have the lovely Ionosaurus from BOTM. Absolutely love the colors on this guy. Reminds me of the Kinner Caspasaur from down below. We have the slit-pupiled Velociraptor from Papo, the green one, which is the Deinonychus in the show. Second male para, and my repaint of the Dino Mike Mac Homalocephalae, which I've colored like the JPOG one. Always wanted Homalocephalae on the shelf, so I'm so glad to finally have one. Or should I say 3? These guys came in a group of 3, so be on the lookout for the other 2. Here we have my, Safari Ltd. Giantalsaurus repaint. And I repainted this one to kind of look like a baby for the BOTM one. Once again, I have a whole video on this guy. Of course, Papobaryonyx. Looking horrifying as always, but I absolutely love this figure. My slightly edited Carnegie-D-Long, low nocturnal carnivores. And the Dryptosaurus from BOTM, which I think was my first Tyrannosaur I got in the line. Still though, it's an absolutely stunning figure. I love the sculpt work on this guy. It kind of looks like a bear, but it also looks like an eagle. It's just perfectly terrifying. And here we have like the only Marco Mix figure I have in my entire collection, which is this adorable little, whatchamacallit. I had to stop saying whatchamacallit, but what is this? I'm trying to think back. Corythoraptor, that's it. Based on the one from Prehistoric Planet. And I find it ironic I put it on the same shelf as the Chianzalosauruses. But yeah, that's the Corythoraptor. Beautiful paintwork. Absolutely love this little guy. And good to have another Oviraptor on the shelf. Below it is the second Jackapil and the second little goblin guy. Here we have the second Deinonychus, and I think I explained the lore behind the Deinonychus in my series last time, so I'm not going to go over them. Here we have my repaint of the Kenner Cyclops Raptor, or the version 2 of the Cyclops Raptor that they did. The green and white one. He's kind of perched up on these rocks, eating from the Pachycephalosaur leg. Eating a leg of these guys. And we have little Papo Stiggy. Now, I love this little Sticky. He actually reminds me of the one from Disney's Dinosaur, and that's what got me to pick him up, because I like that movie. Baby Mancy, the little baby Pianosaur Triceratops. And we have the female Psittacosaurus from Iotum, which is from Collect Day. One of my only Dino Riders figures, the Triceratops. And of course, Sinosaurus series, or also known as the Jurassic Park Dilophosaurus. In the back, there's my repaint of the Dinochirus from Collect Day, the original one, which actually I also did a video on. It's a bit of an older repaint video, but I still like the way this guy came out. Here we have Opportunity herself, the Red Raptor, Dinobellator, which is the Carnegie Red Velociraptor. And another Homocephaly. This one's painted to look like a female, while the Operation Genesis ones are the males. Here's my third and last male Ornitholestes. Another Oviraptor. This was the first Oviraptor I got. This one's from Chat May. And on this one I actually touched up the paint a little bit. So this one has its beak in black. The original does not have the bottom beak painted. And finally, the lovely Chianzalosauruss. Oh, and before I forget, the juvenile Europasaurus, which is actually the Brachiosaurus from Walking with Dinosaurs. Yes, this figure right here is a Walking with Dinosaurs figure. It's from the Arena Spectacular, the live show, that sadly discontinued, as it does not do shows anymore, sadly. So I'm lucky to have this. Alright. Moving up, we've got the Utah Raptor clan for the series. 2 males and the 1 female, which are all Jurassic Park figures. Half of the Dromaeosauruses on my shelf that I've turned to be other species are all originally Velociraptors. So yeah, we got the Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor, the Lost World and Jurassic Park 1 Raptors, which are similar enough that they can be like color variations on the male. And then we have the male Guanlong. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, these Guanlongs, I've named them. This one down here is named Guanathan, and this one right here is Guandale Dingle. They've got the greatest names. Here we have the Safari Feathered Dinos Tube of Velociraptor and Sinornithosaurus as themselves. And my second cryo, which this was actually the last Carnegie cryo on the website I got it from. I can't remember which site it was, but this was the last one they ever had in stock, and I snagged it. And I'm so glad I did. This figure is so rare now. You cannot find this thing anywhere else. Here we have the feathered safari Coelophysis. My goodness. That's a mouthful. And the Babyalsaurus from Carnegie, which I got at the Dinosaur Park, which is an old video on my channel now, but funny story about that. The day after I visited the Dinosaur Park and posted the video, the COVID lockdown started. I'm so glad I snagged this guy when I did. And now on this shelf is the little Suscatyrannus from BOTM. I think he fits in with these guys really nicely. And this is one of my favorite safari figures, the Machikosaurus, and the Resaurus Stegosaurus, which is a beautiful one. This one's going to be the male for the series, as he's got bright red and orange colors, or yellow, orange. Here's my two little goblin Coelophysis, which are the scaly genetic variant. These ones are from Jurassic Park. And there's the feathered one, as I showed earlier. There's the nocturnal Proceratosaurus. I need to touch up his paint. He's got a few paint chips. In the little cage is the baby Amargasaurus from PNSO. There's a little log I found outside that was really cool looking. And in this crate are the Compsognathus. And it's kind of hard to see, but there they are. They're from Mattel. And here is the third and final Microceratus. He's kind of just sitting on top of the crate. It's really cute. There's a little nest I made. There's another Jacopil. And there is the Carnegie Saltosaurus, which is Magirasaurus. Kentrosaurus from Dino Riders. I love this Kentrosaurus so much. Such a cool looking figure. And it's big too. Love how large this figure is. Really has a presence. Here we have the baby Papo Green T-Rex, another rare figure that you cannot find anywhere if you try to look for it. If you do find one, good luck, because it's probably going to cost a lot. So sorry if you hear the cat in the background. I think he wants into the room. But yeah, such an adorable little figure. And it perfectly fits in with the rest of the three T-Rex like growth stages that I have. Here we have Neo. You all know Neo well if you've seen Out of Season 1. And of course, here we have the BOTM Troodon before it was invalid. Although now, it's a Latinavinetrix for Autumn, because he's a little big in this scale. And here we have the beautiful Carnotaurus. Now I actually have two Carnos. I think you saw the other one earlier. The other one is the baby one. But this is going to be the subadult one, because now with the new the new BOTM Carnotaurus coming out, which really matches this one's colors, that one's going to be the adult. And so now in the kind of a little bit of a retcon, but Savannah's now a subadult, and the other Carno is like its younger sibling. But anyway, yeah, there's Savannah. We all love Savannah. R.I.P. Savannah. Here we have the male City Patty and the female City Patty, which is actually the Carnegie Oviraptor. You have the little Homocephale, Podipteryx, and the actual female Oviraptor for the shelf, which is the counterpart to the blue one and the other one from Chat May we saw earlier. And the little Mononychus from BOTM, which is my first ever BOTM figure right here. This is what started the addiction. But yeah, I love this little figure. He's a little big for Mononychus, but he kind of matches how big it was in Chased by Dinosaurs with Nigel Marvin. And that's okay. And finally, we're here at the end with my battle-damaged Xenoceratops custom. Looking pretty badass, as always, with all of its scars. And here we have my repaint of the Majungasaurus from Mattel. Still one of my favorite repaints I've done. Speaking of favorite repaints though, my little repaint of the Mattel Herrerasaurus, where I made him look really spooky. And I love the look I did for this one. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize how close it was to the camera, but my favorite T-Rex in the entire Kenner series, the Thrasher. I absolutely adore this figure to pieces. It's such a cool T-Rex. It's got the Lost World, like, the doe colors. It's just iconic. And here we have not that much of an iconic figure. The little Mantellosaurus for Iotum, which I remember, I believe is the Iguanodon from like the Fallen Kingdom line. And here we have the beautiful Medusaceratops. Now I put it up here on the top shelf just because the sunlight from the window hits its face and it like glistens with its little iridescent paint. It's absolutely beautiful. And of course here we've got Juvenile Mancy and Adult Mancy as the Triceratops from BOTM. Gosh, I love Triceratops as an animal. And I'm so glad to finally have figures of it in the collection. It is such an awesome creature. How could you not love Triceratops? The iconic 3 horns, the frill. Such a good dinosaur. Such a cool dinosaur. But we're not done. We've got one more to top off the entire top shelf. The Mamenchosaurus from Mattel. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any other Mattel sauropods, but I'm glad I got this one. I always loved the Mamenchosaurus in the Lost World. I know it only gets like 3 seconds of screen time, but it's such a cool looking dinosaur in the background with its long, like, swooping neck. And the guy that goes through its legs on the motorcycle is such a funny part. It's like, because of that, Mamenchosaurus forever has a place in my heart as one of my favorite dinosaurs from the series. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this collection update. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe. Oh, I said the funny thing. I said the funny YouTube thing. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see ya in the next one.